What's up, everybody? It's your boy, and we back with another one. This is From Here to There Travel Channel, where we visit the world, go to different countries, explore different cities, experience different walks of life, and give advice on the channel as well. Make videos about advice, informational things, whatever you want to call it. Today, I got a video that if you're in the market into getting a lifted truck, I give you a little bit of tips and insights on things to just consider before you buy a lifted truck. So, the first thing people want to know when having a lifted truck is what type of gas mileage you get. That's the question that I always get. What type of gas mileage? How many miles per gallon? Well, obviously, I didn't get the vehicle to get 38 miles per gallon, or I would have got a Prius. But hey, let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. So with me on this 2025 Toyota Tundra, lifted on 35-inch tires with a 2-inch spacer, I get about 11 miles per gallon through the city, which is fine with me, like that's not that bad. I would say a deal breaker would be about 8 miles per gallon. But let's check this out right quick. See that 11.3 is my average so far. On the highway, and that's city right here. On the highway, I get about, let's say, 17 to 18, which is fine with me. 8 miles per gallon, like those old school Hummers, or probably a Dodge TRX maybe, I would have had to say no. Like, that's just too little for me. So here in Tennessee, I would say gas is about roughly $2.80 per gallon. So I would say I spend about 65 to 70 bucks every 2 to 3 weeks on gas, which is pretty good to me. I mean, I don't mind it, especially with all the benefits that come with having a truck, like being able to tow things, being able to fit larger items in your vehicle. I can't tell you how many times I would go to a Walmart or something and see people, and I'm picking on Pruises here, but I have a Pruis or even a little sporty BMW or Mercedes or whatnot, and they buy a bicycle and can't even fit it in their car, or a big screen TV, 85-inch TV or whatnot, and can't fit it in their car. I'm like, did you think about this before buying the vehicle? I mean, before buying the item? But hey, yeah, that's about it. I don't want to be too long-winded on the gas topic because I feel like that's just a no-brainer. You get a truck, you gonna bigger size vehicle, not even a truck, just a bigger size vehicle, you're gonna pay more for gas. So on to the next subject. Okay, so next topic, number 2, is I'm gonna talk about having a lifted truck when you have a bodily injury, specifically when your knees messed up, leg, any lower body injury, or your back even. So when you get a lifted truck, it's good to have those steps, those little floorboard steps. My last truck, I had them. This truck, I don't have them on. I'll put them on later, but I'm young, athletic still. So I'm a big boy, but I'm athletic. I get in and out of this thing pretty easily. But for somebody with a bad knee or bad leg, bad back, I can see how it could be a little bit harder for someone to get into. So that'll be a little something to consider when getting a lifted vehicle. Is you probably might want to get the steps, and even if you have steps, it's still a little bit a strain on your knees when getting in the vehicle. You have to step on the step, then get in the vehicle. But without the steps, just it's easy to me. I pretend I'm Superman or something and just. Okay, so the third thing I want to discuss is parking. That's number 3. Parking, obviously, it's a bigger vehicle, so it's going to take up a little bit more space. You got to be a little bit more analytical and methodical about finding a parking spot. Say you go into like a little sporting event or the grocery store, even, you just can't park anywhere sometimes, or especially downtown. If your downtown area is as narrow as Atlanta, where I'm from, or Chattanooga, it's going to be hard to find parking, or it's not as easy as having a Honda Civic or whatnot. I know when I had my Chevy Colorado, which is a mid-size truck, it wasn't lifted or anything. It was pretty easy finding parking spaces, but nonetheless, it's still not bad. Parking's still not bad. You see that truck over there? It can't fit in the garage either. So that's another thing with getting a house or whatnot. You might want to get a specialized garage because most garages only fit the average size vehicle, like nothing lifted. So you might want to get a specialized garage, because my truck doesn't fit in my garage, which I don't really care about having my car in the garage anyway, because I'm in the South. It doesn't really snow like that. Maybe up north I would want a garage, but it doesn't really concern me. I can still park it in the driveway, so I'm good either way. All right, so now the fourth thing I want to talk about is warranties. Make sure you have a warranty, or if you have a warranty on the vehicle, it covers you getting a lift kit on it. So say like with Toyota, I had to get the lift from Toyota. Toyota had to put the lift on the truck for my warranty to still be in place. But if your warranty has expired on your vehicle, then you could go to any dealership or any service shop to get it lifted, and you won't have to worry about it because your warranty's already expired. So that's one thing I want to mention, is that car dealerships, they will void the warranty if you get an aftermarket lift kit from other places besides them specifically. So check with your warranty and make sure you're approved before getting a lift kit. Okay, and now the fifth and final thing I want to talk about today is, it really don't pertain to having a lift, but it's just having a truck in general, and that's being a U-Haul service. What I mean by that is, if you got a truck, you might know that everybody that knows you have a truck wants to use your truck and carry things. They think your truck is the truck to move things. You're the first person they're going to call when it's time to move, or need, like I said, an 85-inch TV move or something. They're going to call you first. And you have to draw that line and let people know, like, hey, this is not that. Better call U-Haul themselves, because I'm not using my truck for that, you know? So that's mainly like the fifth thing I wanted to talk about, is that people, when you have a truck, they gonna want to use your truck more than you use it even, you know?
I need to borrow your car right quick.
What kind of shit is that? Most people want to borrow sugar, or even ketchup. You want to borrow my car? Hell no. The hell on.
All right, guys, so that's all I have for you all today. Just a quick, simple, informational video, advice. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated, and I'll be back with more content. I will be doing a lot more traveling and exploring different cities and things of that nature, but I do work, so I have to work to pay for all these things I got, you know? So that is coming in the works pretty soon, but just stay tuned. At the moment, I'm just dropping as much content as I can, and you all be safe. Have a blessed day. Catch y'all on the next one.